Oh yeah, he's just like on it. Like the deck just looks terrible, and you see people playing in their approach, and you're like, all right, it's not bad at all actually.
And so it looks like we're underway here.
And
I don't know if Jesse Roberts is on 5 or 6 cards, but I believe he took at least 1 mulligan.
And we see a mental misstep very quickly.
Yep.
From Jesse. Jesse is going to then follow up with a Flare Husk, Germ Token on board. We'll see if Travis has some more mana accelerants. I know at least 2 Glimmer Posts there. Gonna go up to 21. And Jesse is starting with 5 cards in his hand, just so that you guys are aware at home. And a follow-up Birds of Paradise for Travis. I also see a Green Sun Zenith in his hand as well. Looks like a Primeval Titan also hiding in there.
So
waiting.
Heavy on action, but light on mana?
That's what it looks like thus far.
Yeah.
But
no
I
mean,
even still, you know, Green Sun Zenith can find him a mana producer. You can find him an Elvish Archer at this point.
So 2 more from a Glimmer Post.
We're going to go up to 22. We're going to see Elvish Archer. If it resolves. Any mana leaks hiding in Jesse's deck list?
Nope.
Okay.
He has 4 copies of Dispatch, Green-Black Sword, Feast and Famine.
I mean, best sword possible against Travis's deck.
Yep. Unblockable plus, you know, Travis obviously needs both a bunch of mana and a bunch of action to do his thing. So
correct. Every card is very, very important for Travis.
This is not the card you want to see.
We have an Arbor Elf, it looks like. No.
Yeah, at this point he's got to be worried. If he can't do anything that big this turn, he has a considering leaving stuff back to discard.
Yes.
If he can still get the Primeval Titan the following turn.
Yes.
So that was that hesitation. Like obviously the Arbor Elf adds mana for the Archdruid, but if it's not going to if it's not going to lead into anything meaningful, then he might be better just to sit.
We're going to see Travis. Looks like he's adding 4 mana to his mana pool. It looks like this is going to be a Zenith for 3.
Just get an Archdruid again?
Probably just get another Archdruid. Yep. And then what he's likely going to do this turn is take, you know, the sword is going to get equipped to the flares, to the Germ Token, discarding what we perceive to be that Arbor Elf that he held back, and then play whatever big spell he's going to play next turn. So there's our equip.
We're going to turn on the Nexus. Turning on the Nexus here is a free roll because he gets to untap his lands. Also, it gives him Metalcraft, so if he has Dispatch in his hand, he can get rid of something.
Smart, actually. Really smart. Gonna follow up.
Oblivion Ring. Wow, big turn. So now he's actually short on mana now.
He needs a 6th land to be able to cast Titan. That was a huge turn.
That was that was awesome.
He actually played that turn really well. I didn't understand why he was activating the Nexus, but it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So he was able to. He has a 4th land there, which gives him 6 mana. Allows him to resolve Primeval Titan. I assume this will be. I mean, I can see Glimmer Post, or Township Glimmer Post being. No, actually, yeah, 2 Townships. Sorry. If you have Primeval Titan in play, you don't want to get 1 Glimmer.
You don't want to get a singular one.
Right. No. Because the way that they trigger, you get the 4 life off of both of them if they come into play at the same time. Correct. So you want to set it up where that's how it's happening.
And he already has a. I mean, Travis has 2 white mana between the Birds of Paradise and the Razorverge Thicket to be able to activate both of those townships if he needs to. And now we're going to be going in the poison route. It looks like for Jesse.
Does he have an answer? I assume he does not have an answer to Primeval Titan because that would have been done.
The question you have to ask yourself now is if he should have been going the poison route all along. Like last turn, you know, like his turn, he had like a big turn last turn, but, you know, was it correct to equip that sword over to the Germ Token, or was it correct to put it on the Inkmoth Nexus? Because the Dispatch still would have been on, and then he still would have been able to do everything that he did last turn, but Travis could have 6 poison instead of 3 right now.
Yeah. So that means that you have a 2-turn clock and possibly 1 turn if you rip another piece of equipment that can move over.
Yes. to see a little something off screen. He's having a bunch of mana. Palladium Mirror.
Palladium Mirror.
Dang. Soul Ring guy.
Soul Ring guy.
Now, that's actually interesting because like last turn was so good for Jesse, and like what is probably what his thought process was is I can do like this. I'm doing like all this great stuff. Like I'm killing both of these guys, and I'm dealing like 3 points of damage, and I'm tapping all my stuff. Whereas now, it was like that damage that he dealt is like basically irrelevant because of Glimmer Post.
Well, Travis just actually went and got a Ghost Quarter with his with his Primeval Titan, so could have been a hedge against that, but.
Moving here.
Now
Eighth Month is active again. Is this going to be a sword back over here?
It's pretty rough because it's like hard to win with damage and it's hard to win with poison now because of the Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, I think it's borderline impossible to win with damage now.
All right, so that's going to bring him up to 6 poison.
Untaps the lands. We'll see if there's a dispatch or anything here. Another Flare Husk. We have a Cavern. We'll see what Cavern's naming. I would assume human, but it's not horribly relevant in this particular matchup. No counter spells to be scared of.
Right.
And so I know that we had the match. Apologize for interrupting you. I know we had the match where we watched Corbett. Basically do nothing for one of his games. This is more of what Green Summer is trying to accomplish.
Yep, getting Primeval and Titan into play as soon as possible. Having sort of a backup beatdown plan with Township plus Accelerants. So we're tightening again.
Yeah, Titan is just gonna attack by his lonesome this turn. Ghost Quarter is going to be left up to threaten.
So he's found a second copy of. Is that a Glimmer? That's a Glimmer Post or a Ghost Quarter?
That is a Glimmer Post that he has, searching for a singular copy, and then another Township. And now Primeval Titan I'm not sure incremental is the right term, but but it is building its advantage incrementally and putting things in such a way that Jesse is not going to be able to come back, or at least it's going to be very, very difficult. The Ghost Quarter being in Travis's list is just a really big dagger for Jesse.
Yeah.
Because I think that winning through poison damage was actually something that was realistic this game, and that door closed very quickly.
Yep. Yeah, there's 2 in the board. Again, I would imagine it's more of a concession to the poison matchup, but not bad here.
Yeah, it's doing just fine right now.
Yeah. So we're just jamming some Townships, I think. So we're just trying to see how much damage is actually coming through.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he leaves up that Ghost Quarter and plays it relatively safe here, so he doesn't get infected out, then Travis should be okay.
So we are waiting. I mean, I think we're pretty much at a point where it's like next turn's just lethal.
Yes.
No matter how much damage we're talking about right now.
And on his upkeep, he's going to Ghost Quarter that.
But yeah, I don't think there's any getting out of this.
I mean, a good effort from Jesse on a mulligan to 5.
Oh no,
for a brief moment, I thought he was going to take that. I thought he was going to steal this game. I'm not sure because we couldn't get a good look at his hand, if Travis drew the 4th land to be able to cast a Titan on time. But I mean, for a moment, briefly, it looked like he was going to be able to steal this game out from underneath him with Sword of Feast and Famine.
Yeah, it's sort of a Mirroring Crusader. So that's going to be 3 points there.
Untap. He'll probably slide a sword over it. It just seems like it's just too far behind right now.
Yeah, I mean,
with all the townshipping that he can do, the life gain from the Glimmer Post, it just seems too much.
Yeah, we're coming through. We're coming through for 1 million this turn, right?
Yeah.
Literal millions. Yeah, I mean, Jesse definitely gave it a good shot this game, for sure. It's weird with what you just brought up before with, like, the, if Travis ripped that land or not. You'd assume that, like, it would have to be kind of on his mind that there's a possibility that he would lose both of his Archdruids. Like, if he didn't have Primeval Titan guaranteed if both of his guys died, then he probably would have cast the Arbor Elf. Because he still had a card left over. He could have discarded to Green-Black Sword and still kept Primeval Titan.
Sure.
So I had to assume that he had it rolled up, but maybe not. It's hard to know for sure.
Pretty safe attack. Seems like he can get in with more. Maybe I'm wrong. Are these birds lethal to?
Yeah.
3, 4.
Because he can activate 2 townships, and then
the trample should.
Yeah, and then there's the Primeval Titan is trampling for, you know, God knows how much, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Palladium Mirror keeping it real over there at the edge of the table.
Yeah, it felt like if Palladium Mirror's not tapping for mana, it felt like it should have attacked, right? And it doesn't look like it's tapping for mana right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think that Jesse has any cards in his hand, but that is an extension of the hand, which means one member of the Travis Wu contingent,
congratulations,
is victorious.
Moving to 4-0, presumably.
Moving to 4-0 with Green Summer.
And that is a good demonstration of the difference in that deck's power level when it has a fast Titan versus when it does not.
Yeah. You know, it's very clear. It's very clear what the deck is trying to accomplish. Ramp into a giant doofus, Titan, Kratos, Behemoth, what have you, or, you know, backup plan with the Ebony Township. And when it accomplishes what it's trying to do, it's a pretty good deck.
Yes.
But when it, you know, dirtles around, for lack of a better term, squirming around, fish out of water, not doing what it's supposed to do, it's rather bad.